The following is from the lost tapes of Business Money Hacks, recorded sometime between 2017 and 2021.
Eat the man who've just fished, and you'll eat for a lifetime.
Spartans!
Business Money Hacks.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Business Money Hacks. I'm Bridge Stewart.
And I'm Dustin Taylor Hahn. And today we have a very special guest on, but first we want to talk about kind of the thematic elements of this episode in particular. Today we wanted to talk about switching it up. It's very important to make sure that your life is just constant chaos and chaotic.
Yeah, it's very important for the sands to constantly be shifting. I find that even in the middle of the day, I'll just change clothes halfway through the day just to, switch it up, transform myself, if you will. And I think that's a great mentality to continue with your life, just constant change by the hour.
So by the hour, you're switching up what you're wearing?
Oh, yeah. I go through 6 or 7 outfits a day.
So you're at your office, you buzz in your secretary or whomever and say...
I need change. Give me clothes. I need clothes. Give me clothes. I scream at my secretary and just people walking through the halls, really. Just give me clothes. Give me clothes. And I think that really inspires a lot of confidence in the office. Me running through screaming that I need clothes, new clothes.
Winter clothes, summer clothes, it doesn't really matter as long as you're just
either one.
Constantly...
Usually winter. I like it hot.
I thought you were an ice man. Like a
change.
Oh, okay.
Shifting from ice to fire. It's what I do. Yeah. And I think it's an important mentality to maintain. It's just this shifting.
Yeah, you want to be fluid. You want to show people your fluids.
Yeah, exactly. You are.
I change. Yeah.
You change.
I do a lot of facial reconstruction, as we all do, or as it is a change, and people go like, "Is that even you anymore?" I'll take my clothes off and I'll look at myself in the mirror and wonder, "Well, is this me? Who am I?" I do like.
Yeah, it's pretty dramatic changes through you. I mean, I definitely have wondered: is this
the real me?
Is that you? Or is that somebody else?
The sands of time.
Have the sands of time ravished you this much?
Right.
Have you morphed yourself this extremely? But you have, and you've accepted that change, and honestly, it's kind of inspiring.
Here's some practical advice. If there's a contract that needs to be signed, like right in the last second, you just switch it out. And then they'll sign it, and they won't even realize. You say, "Oh, sorry, I dropped something. I dropped my sandwich."
Things have changed.
A few months later.
That's a great move on your part. And then it's like, wait, I didn't sign this. I didn't mean to do this. And then just talk to my lawyer. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, they've never speak to me again.
Yeah. And don't talk to me again. Talk to my lawyer. I don't want to.
That's what happened.
I don't like talking to people.
No, I don't talk to you anymore.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, the change is a beautiful thing. Especially when lawyers are involved.
I like to change up my lawyers. The lawyer thinks that he's working for me, and then one day the office is empty. I'll just clear it right out.
And the checks aren't coming in anymore. The accounts have been shut off. And they're like, what happened? And it's like, well, change. Yeah.
Talk to my new lawyer.
You talk to the new lawyer.
I have lawyers upon lawyers talking to each other, and eventually it ends up in the first lawyer. It's like a circle
it's
lawyers.
It's the circle of, yeah.
Yeah, I got like 15 or 16 lawyers.
And that's the cycle of change, yeah.
Speaking of which, we do have I do want to introduce the guest.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, Bridge, you introduce her.
Well, as, the listeners are, I'm sure, very aware, I experienced many changing diets through the years, and honestly, that has been the result of one very special person, Dr. Kaitlyn, who has joined us today. She is a dietitian. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me, and it's so good to be here and to meet you all in person.
I'm sure
the pleasure is ours.
Well, we've known each other, but you, Dustin.
I've only heard good things about you. Kaitlyn, is that your first name or last?
Dr.
Kaitlyn. It's just doctor, and you are a doctor.
You can refer to me as Dr. Kaitlyn.
Okay.
Yes.
A doctor.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I didn't used to have the doctor title, but then I changed my driver's license to be Dr. Kaitlyn.
Oh, and they let you do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I had no idea about that. I always thought that was like a title sort of thing.
No, it is. It is.
Okay.
It is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
I should maybe consider.
Yeah, you could.
Dr. Bridge.
Yeah, Dr.
Or
Bridge.
Esquire.
Esquire Bridge. That.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. Lord Duke Bridge. Yeah.
I guess you could just kind of add whatever you
Earl.
want. Bridge Earl.
There's so many options here for change.
Justin, when you change your when you do your facial reconstruction, do you change your name ever, or do you...
I have a list of new, let's say, aliases that I like to go by.
Yeah.
Well, whenever I like change my face, I usually leave whatever family situation that I'm in.
Yeah.
And I'll change my name. It's many wives, many children.
It's a beautiful thing to wipe the slate clean every 5 or 6 years when it comes to family, friends, relationships. Just sort of move on
like
and change.
Shedding new skin.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Ooh, don't even get me started on skin.
Oh,
Yeah.
skin,
Dr.
snake
Kaitlyn,
stuff.
you are
Yeah.
speaking my language. So, Dr. Kaitlyn, you have been Bridge's personal dietitian. Mm-hmm. You're a corporate dietitian, but you're also Bridge's personal dietitian.
Yes.
How long have you been working with Bridge? And
Yeah, well, it's been, what, 15?
15 years, I
Going
would
on
say.
15.
Yeah, and I feel
It
I feel stronger than ever.
And you look stronger
Oh,
than
thank you.
ever.
Thank you.
And, you know, when I met him, he was a wisp of a being.
I was. Yeah.
And now look at him.
I'm a titan.
He is.
I'm a god.
I mean, you do a lot of heavy breathing, especially up the stairs. There's a lot of heavy breathing. But I guess, a god needs to breathe in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
oxygen is very good for you.
Yeah.
And I think that when you need more oxygen, the more you intake, the more like, I don't know, enlightened.
We've gone out to lunch before, and Bridge's. I mean, whatever you tell him to eat,
Totally.
it
I
is something
take
else.
it to
But
the extreme.
afterward,
Yeah.
his face gets red. He's like, he'll like clench his fists. He'll breathe very
A lot of
heavy.
sweating.
A lot of
Right.
sweating.
A lot
A
of
lot of
sweating.
sweating. And I guess
Right.
that's
Because my whole thing is about shocking the system.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
And-
I mean, hourly basis, shock the system. Just
Right.
constant blasts of shock to your system, to your body. I think is an incredible philosophy to dieting, to nutrition, just blasts of shock every few minutes.
When I was younger, I think I first realized that this was a really like great way to live your life. I would just eat cloves of garlic, raw.
Just raw
Raw.
garlic.
now. I know that's something. If you're not feeling well, you bite a little garlic.
You take a
and-
little bit, but
Sure.
this,
as a kid.
as a kid, you take a lot. Then it would I would burn. My eyes would swell.
Okay.
I would sweat.
That
and
sounds like a
sometimes
shock.
and then I would feel reborn.
Bridge says that all the time. I am reborn. I am reborn. He's constantly saying, "I am reborn."
In my office,
At a movie
to
theater,
my
you'll just say it
coworkers,
under your breath,
just
"I am
screaming how
reborn."
I'm reborn.
Yeah,
and I think
that's
that has a lot to do with this nutrition that you've put me on. I mean, I am
Absolutely,
constantly
yes.
feeling shocked, reborn, repeat. I truly do feel reborn and shocked all the time.
And I think when you wake up in the middle of the night, sweating,
Vomiting.
heavy breathing, your heart's beating really fast. That means
that's when you know it's really working.
And you, I assume that you do this diet as well.
Oh no. No.
No?
You know.
Well, I have a different blood type.
Oh.
I can't handle it. No, I can't handle it. But I'm just your typical LA gal. I like to go to Cafe Gratitude and the huge.
Oh, so
Really? Okay. I always thought you were kind of on the diet too.
No.
I guess
you're
it makes
mistaken.
sense. You don't. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you don't. Like,
I don't reek of roe today. no.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but that's the thing about diets is that they're all particular to and unique to
To
a
blood type.
certain person and blood type.
Oh, Rich, what's your blood type? I mean, I should know it, but I
don't even know. I mean,
it
might be
different.
something. I'm kind of
It's
afraid to look. At
A,
this
B,
point.
and O.
A, B, O.
Oh,
Okay.
you've got it all, huh?
Yeah, you must have it all, negative and positive.
You've got it all. You've got all the blood. I mean, you haven't had many transfusions in the past, so you're just an amalgam of
I
blood.
need the new blood. That's
That's the philosophy I live by.
Give me blood. Give me blood.
Give me the blood. Another classic Office thing. I scream in the hallways. Give me the new blood. But yeah, no, ABO, and obviously my diet probably wouldn't work with yours.
No,
ABO.
It wouldn't at all. It wouldn't at all.
And Dr. Kaitlyn, your diet is...
I do well with turmeric. And,
okay.
Lemon.
Sounds healthy.
Yeah. No, for me it works.
Does mine not seem healthy?
Yeah. You do feel terrible all the time, but...
I'm just so happy that you've stuck with it.
As long as you... I mean, it's a doctor.
Oh,
You're
of
a doctor,
course.
yeah. I mean, I feel, like you said, I was a wisp. I mean, I was walking a lot back then. I was eating all these vegetables and all these fruits.
Ugh.
Nobody was scared of me. Nobody was frightened by my stature. And now, when I walk down the street, people look at me and they cross the street because they're frightened.
Yeah. Well, and the smell.
It's the smell. Yeah. That's what I love the most, and that's what awakens me oftentimes in the night is the smell.
Yeah, it's weird because you're getting very, very skinny as of late. Like, incredibly skinny, but you're still breathing heavy, and you've gotten taller in a way. I don't know if that's it's kind of like slender,
sinewy,
sinewy,
lean.
Yeah, I
deep set eyes. Like I could barely see your eyes at this point.
I can definitely like crawl through vents now. Yeah.
Yes.
Slender
Man.
You're going for the Slender Man diet.
I'm going through my Slender Man phase at the moment, and boy, is it shocking. Yeah. But I'm liking it. I think everybody else is liking it too.
Sure, you walk down the street. You're saying you walk down the street. You live by a school, and when you walk past the school, all the
kids are liking it. Yeah.
Very, very popular on Halloween.
Yeah, I walked onto the schoolyard on Halloween and just said, "Hey, here I come. Let's I'm ready to work out on this playground with you guys because I feel so good." Kids didn't seem that into it because probably they were intimidated.
They were intimidated by you.
By my stature now.
Giving candy or diet advice.
I'd
giving the
scream.
diet advice to
Giving
children
the
now.
diet advice to the kids.
Yeah.
Because you got to start
reborn.
young. Start them young.
Yeah, they need to be training young.
I think it's really nice to give that gift back.
Sure.
Absolutely.
We're all in this together, and it's really great to inspire the youth.
Yeah, into being frightened by a big spiderish,
slender man shedding new skin. Yeah, that's what the kids want.
Well, we haven't talked about what the diet is. Like, what's your current diet, and what is Dr. Kaitlyn? What is the diet that Bridges on that makes him look like a big a stick, just a stick man?
Well, last week we were on.
It's a week. Every week you change the diet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you change it every week because then that just jump starts the glucose, the vitamin, protein, things.
Absolutely. Totally. You're so right.
So doctor.
Yeah.
So what's the food? Yeah. What's he eating this week?
This week, it's roe fish eggs.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just bowls and bowls of fish eggs. Just wake up.
Bowls of fish eggs. Maybe a dollop of mustard.
Just a slap of mustard onto the fish eggs.
And you can slurp it up. Drink it with a straw or a spoon.
Oh yeah.
Or just stick your face in it.
Just put it in the trough and let me go to town.
Really great for amino acids, vitamin A.
I've been keeping a bowl of it by my bedside table, and just in the middle of the night I stick my face in there, start slurping, and go back to sleep. And
You know what else I found is that roe can be good by ingesting it or just slathering it on your body.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The kids really didn't like that when I showed up to the playground slathered in fish eggs. They were like, what's going on? They're like, I told them, don't worry, it's fish eggs. Don't worry.
So excited when you come in, they're just really like, you just spread joy with your fish egg.
Yeah, they hang like their arts and crafts off of your arms.
They call you Mr. Fishy, right?
Mr. Fishman, yeah.
Fishman, yeah.
Fish bones.
And it's really cute, all the, the art that's been made by the kids.
Yeah.
The little, like, pasta figurines,
the
fish.
You become
pasta.
sort of a mascot or a tall
of a
tale.
mascot, yeah. Some of
More
their
like a
drawings are
folk
pretty
tale.
scary. It almost looks like it's out of a horror movie or something.
Exactly.
But
It's so nice of you to walk them across the street, too, so they don't get hit by cars.
yeah, I get in the way between the cars. I stare at the drivers, breathing heavily and sweating. And they don't drive over us, so that it works. Yeah,
It really works.
The
I love
fish eggs
kids.
are this week.
Fish eggs are this week. It was the full moon last week. We've got to prepare ourselves for the next lunar cycle. Yeah, I think that next week, what I would like to do is sugar.
sugar.
Yeah, sugar. And so what that would be is mostly like white cake.
White cake.
Yeah.
Okay. Now
Yeah.
this
Yep.
should be very interesting. The kids are gonna love that.
They really are. They really are. And I think that'll just be a nice treat for everyone.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you've been through it. You really have been. And I think it's so nice to then just overload your system with sugar
Especially after the row.
after the row.
Because that's a lot of protein.
Right.
And now sugar.
Now sugar. Yeah. So we're going sugar, protein, sugar, protein, sugar.
Shock blast of
Shock
sugar.
blast,
Yeah.
yeah.
You can eat as much of it as you want.
Yeah.
As long as it's one thing, you can eat as much as you want, from what I
distinctly
understand.
remember the Squid Diet. That was a big.
Oh,
a big,
yeah.
a big
Squid
thing.
Diet was great.
Squid Diet was fun.
That was really
That-
great.
He just had he had to wear a bib all the time
Because of all the squid.
Yeah,
I-
the
it was
ink
just
would just come right out of his mouth when he's in the middle of talking, and that was always an issue.
That was shocking.
So-
yeah.
What are your dietary habits?
I just kind of fly by the seat of my pants. I drink only liquids in the morning: coffee, tea, orange juice, apple juice, apple cider, beer, and then liquor, and then I won't eat.
And it's the best.
I get tired very quickly.
As you should.
As I
That's
should,
how
because
you
I
know
need
it's
sleep.
working.
Yeah.
That you're tired all the time.
I'm tired all the time, and then I get shocked. I get my own shock system because I dream about
No, we know about your shocking dreams.
the Shadow Man and my father and all that stuff. So I do get shocked into waking consciousness, or what I think is consciousness, but I'll distract myself with work. But I would love to have a dietitian because I'm very hungry.
Well, if you thought about
Taking
You
on,
know,
doc-
taking-
I mean,
yeah.
how many clients do you have? Can you take me on, or
Well, I'm very particular
Okay.
in who is my clientele right now. It's just Bridge.
Oh.
But that's by choice. That's by choice.
I'm a hell of a client.
So you've been with
I
Bridge
demand
for
a
15
lot.
years, and he's your only client.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Pretty demanding.
Yeah,
so
he
it's
is.
a full-time
it's
job.
a full-time job.
Yeah.
And also, I want to be the best dietitian possible, and that means not spreading myself too thin with many clients. And
Well, I could always eat the scraps.
If you think you're going to get my fish eggs,
could.
you've got another thing coming. I mean,
Oh, we'll see.
yeah, but we can talk after this. I can, give
Yeah.
you an application.
I'm always over at Bridge's place anyway. so I
Right.
could just-
I'm surprised I haven't seen you before.
Well, I like to hide.
Oh, okay.
I like the dark.
Yes. Oh.
So I had no idea you were just Bridge's client. That's great to hear. And Bridge.
Oh yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm demanding. I demand a lot from a lot of people. And, if I kind of knew that you were sort of stretching yourself thin with other people, I don't know how I would react. I might, fly off the hinges.
Yeah, we wouldn't want that.
No,
I don't know if you've ever seen that.
I'm flying off the hinges every day anyway. So what's another reason to fly off the hinges, right?
Right. We need order.
We need order. We need control. Exactly.
What are your views on current health trends and also like the food pyramid and how
food pyramid, that's propaganda.
Yeah.
For the carbs, basically. You know how the bottom, it's all carbs?
Yeah.
Like, I do think that it's a crock of shit.
They're liars. They're traitors.
Except the week when he only ate flour.
Oh, well,
that was a week. That was a rough week for him because he got it mixed.
Base of the pyramid. That way.
Yeah, he got mixed it with his medicine as well because I supply him with medicines, and it was like what's flour and what's.
Well, we should talk about this if you're supplying him with. I didn't know that he was supplying you with medicines.
I try to keep everything separate in my life.
Yeah. Well, it's just sometimes what you're intaking can, that can affect, the chemistry.
Well, I need my medicine. If I don't have my medicine, that's when things get dark very quickly.
Because when you eat stuff, it'll go into the stomach. If you inject it into your bloodstream, that's blood.
Yeah. It's totally different. And I like and come on, I like the thrill of the needle. It's that's a shock as well during the day.
Oh,
and, just
you'll call me up in the middle of the day, and I'm sitting at home doing my thing, and then you're like, I need the needle. I need it now.
Please. Just,
and you run over.
Oh, I'll rush over.
Rush over with a bunch of needles.
Mm-hmm. How are you feeling the row diet is going for you this week?
I feel sick, but I'm sure that's part of the shock, right?
Yep.
But as long as I'm looking great.
As long as you're looking good, and that's really the most important.
That's what I care about.
Yeah, just slimy and shiny.
Slimy and shiny is how I like it. Where did it all go is what I ask myself when I wake up in the morning. Where has my hair gone is what I scream. I feel terrible. But as long as I'm slimy, that's all I want. And that's what you're providing.
Especially so much about business is the appearance and looking confident, and you definitely look confident. Just when the Spider-Man walks in, we all know, it's time to put our foot down and get to the grindstone. So
it's all about confidence and slime.
So how does it work when you do go to out to lunch with a client?
Sort of walk in, breathing heavily, and, plop myself down in my chair because it's tough for me to sort of pull the chair out. So I sort of just kind of wedge myself in there and just sort of, it's tough for me to like sit up that great right now because, I'm so spider-like and thin-like. And it's, so I sort of just slumped down. I've noticed eye contact has also become like kind of difficult. Like it's honestly overwhelming. So I'll just sort of stare off, and then the person will start talking, and I'll breathe heavy, and that's kind of just how it goes. I don't listen that much to what they're saying. I can't, but and then eventually it's over.
Mm-hmm. You don't remember much, right?
Yeah.
No, I remember almost nothing.
What I asked is I wanted to know when it comes to ordering, because you're at a restaurant and it's about appearance, you don't get to order from the menu. You have to. What do you do? Do you call up?
I supply him with Tupperware.
Yeah, Tupperware, plastic bag. Yeah.
Sure. Well, sometimes you just have fish eggs in your pocket that you'll just pull out.
I mean, it's kind of hot right now.
It is. It's like it's like goop,
It's literal goop.
It's literal goop.
Just handfuls of goop. Goop, what we're doing is what Goop wish they were doing.
Exactly.
Yeah. Goop. Well, now, what is goop? I don't know this phrase.
Goop.
I know goo.
Goop.
I mean, I work in goo.
It's like a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
Gwyneth. Well, Dr. Kaitlyn, this has been so fascinating learning these new things that I didn't know. in our 15-year relationship. But yeah, thank you for joining us
Absolutely.
today.
Thanks for having me. And, I'd love to come back whenever you guys, need any more advice.
I mean, I'm good.
Yeah.
You're good?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for listening. My name is Bridge Stewart.
I'm Dustin Taylor Hahn. Thank you so much for listening. And just make sure to like and subscribe. Check out. Do you want to plug your book? I know that you came here for.
It's a great book.
Yeah, Squid Diet.
I can't recommend it more.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a diet book. It's just about squid.
Yep.
And fish.
And fish.
And fish, yeah.
Yep. Arctic, Atlantic, Pacific. Those are my regions.
Those are the main sections. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it's just a book on fish.
Well, all of the fishes
All the fish in those oceans.
in those oceans,
a
but
lot of
mainly
fish.
squid.
Mostly squid, a little bit of fish, but all of them. Well, thank you.